All right.
Whoa.
Welcome back. You're listening to, or perhaps watching, the Gregory and Paul Show.
Yep. Hey, everyone, I'm Paul, or Comrade Buzz this week.
I got summer vibes going. And so, on this show, we break down the latest in startup SaaS, AI, and whatever the internet is debating this week.
Yeah.
We always aim for smart takes, but we know we end up with many more dumb ones. I'd like to believe we'll always have a few scorchers. And of course, at the end of the show, we always talk about memes because we love memes.
We love them.
Much.
They're the best thing. So every week we are streaming live on X and LinkedIn, usually on Fridays, almost always at noon Pacific time. Then we post straight to YouTube, and keep repeating this, but some days we will launch on podcast platforms.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. Apple, Spotify, Google, everywhere, so that people can take us on the go.
We took off July 4th. That was actually quite relaxing.
Right. You traveled that weekend?
I did. I was in Portland. It was nice.
Nice. Portland. Is
All right,
Portland as weird as they say? I know we're saying.
Oh, that's a long conversation. Portland is exactly like the television show Portlandia. It's where every hipster in the 90s went to retire, which is great for me because I'm a hipster from the 90s too, but it's almost bizarre. It's like a time capsule. A quick story. My wife wanted to go in this clothing store, and I'm like, whatever, we'll go check it out. So I walk in there and I see a sign in the back that says records. And I look at the woman running the shop and I go, this is the best men's section I've ever seen. So I go back and I'm thumbing through the records, and they're basically every record me and my brother had as kids, to a T. I couldn't believe the stuff I was stumbling into. They had cassettes, they had VHS tapes. And so I bought a cassette me and my brother had as kids, and I gave it to him. And then we would look at it and play it on Apple Music. So we never played the cassette. We would just kind of pretend, stare at it, but play the digital version of the album.
That's amazing. That's
it was totally worth $8 or whatever I paid for it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
All right, should we get into it?
Let's do it.
So I think our first item we want to talk about was events are back.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you been going to events in Toronto?
I have. Toronto Tech Week was end of last month, and that was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Toronto. So end of June is usually when the city wakes up. So throughout May, June, it's hit and miss in terms of weather, but end of June is consistently warm. So events usually start end of June, and people came out.
Yeah, because I think with all the disruption that AI is bringing to the marketing space, events are clearly back, and I see everybody attending them, putting them on, promoting them, conferences. I went to last year was the first time I went to a conference after COVID, and I could see people weren't ready. It was lightly attended. It wasn't like it is this year where it's just boom, everyone is back.
Everyone's back. Yeah, exactly. Last year, people were still walking around in masks. They weren't sure. This year is completely back.
It's completely back.
Yeah, good point on the AI marketing front, right? We talked about this quite a bit. I think the effective marketing is going to split between low volume in-person marketing, as in, you can't do, I don't know, hundreds of in-person events a year. You'll have to pick your battles versus, the super attention grabbing, high volume, bam, 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 everywhere, getting in front of people, online marketing. Proper terms are rage baiting, to get as many impressions as possible online.
Yeah, I think the scale is not there like it was with a lot of digital marketing, but events are cool.
Should we talk about
a lot of events? What do you want to talk about?
I think we should talk about your special event.
Our events? Well, yeah, I did my own event at Climate Week.
Yeah.
And then I'm doing a talk Monday. So this is the talk for Monday, and that's for Seattle Tech Week.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be the most
best event.
popular
Yeah.
talk at Tech Week. Yeah, I checked
It's
the
crazy.
registration. There's like another 240 people on the wait list. Like,
Yeah.
exceeded 500 RCPs. I was like quite surprised by that. So
That's
that'll be
wild.
fun. So hey,
Yeah.
if you are in Seattle and you want to come see me, maybe send me a DM or something. I'll see if I can get you in, because there's a lot of interest.
There's a massive
Um,
wait list.
Yeah. So it's cool. And based on the success of this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to Toronto to see you, and we're gonna do the same talk.
Love it.
I
We're
figured,
gonna take this on a roadshow.
yeah, rinse and repeat, right? Like, why reinvent the wheel?
Yep.
Do the same talk in Toronto for Elevate.
Love it. And that is beginning of October. So
Right.
cool,
What is it?
crisp
October the
6th.
6th?
Yep. So it'll be
Awesome.
hopefully it'll still be warmish, but usually October is jacket and sweater weather in Toronto.
Oh my
So
God,
bring
dude,
a
does it get
jacket.
cold by October?
Oh yes. So pack light jacket and sweater.
Oh, okay. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Hopefully it's not too cold.
Yeah. And you have something else at the end of October. Is that correct?
Yeah. One more event.
One more
Oh
event.
my God.
Action packed.
Yeah. So you'll be doing this one too. You're coming. You're the sponsor, right?
Yeah, I'll come. Of course.
Fantastic. We're doing this mixer for TechCrunch Disrupt. This is a little different than the other events. This is invite only. We're trying to get VCs and founders together. We've got a bunch of incredible founders, a bunch of excellent VCs already attending. We're working on a headline speaker. We haven't announced someone yet. We had someone. This is funny. We had someone, and unfortunately, he was like, "Oh my God, that's the same day as my wife's birthday," so we had to decline, which we encouraged him to do.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I don't think your wife wants to go to our event, so we're looking for another headline speaker. We'll announce someone fantastic. I can't wait. I'm very excited, but a little different than the other events. So if you're around TechCrunch Disrupt, you're a founder or you're an early stage VC that focuses on startups, reach out and see if it's the right fit for you.
Should be a good time. How's the weather end of October in San Francisco?
San Francisco? Dude, it's the same weather all year round. Foggy and cold.
Okay, got it.
It's so bad in San Francisco. Like, I lived in San Francisco for 10 years.
Yeah.
And someone warned me about this. Like, you don't even remember when things happened because it's always like fall.
That is
like, was it 2021 or 22? Or like, you can't even remember because it's always the same weather.
Right.
It'll be like hot at 2 o'clock. And then by like 4 o'clock, you need a jacket. And by 6 o'clock, you need North Face vest and a scarf.
Got it. Okay. That sounds like Toronto in May, essentially. For the entire month, it's warm. Yeah. It's like cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon, and then it's just freezing at night. That's May.
Oh my God.
So San Francisco is just permanently stuck.
Well, it's fun to be doing all these events. I'm enjoying it. Oh, and I was at Climate Week last week here in Seattle. So tons of events. And everyone I talk to, they're doing events, organized events, hackathons, conferences. Like, it's definitely what people are trying to do to fill the gap based on like all the disruption happening with AI, which takes us to our first topic. News related. You want to introduce this one?
Yeah, for sure. So nerdy news of the week. We have a few, but the first one is GPT-5. So like, here's the weird spot thing that I'm still kind of working through is obviously OpenAI they signed a deal with Microsoft, so they're still kind of integrated with Microsoft, especially Copilot, So GPT-5 is initially introduced into Microsoft's Copilot, not yet released to the public via ChatGPT yet. So like, I'm wondering what their angle here is. It's like, will there always be this back and forth? Like, what's their integration point?
I don't know, but put up the other link because that shows where that's how people found this. It was leaked because
Correct.
yeah,
Correct.
like it showed up in a Copilot that you're able to
Exactly.
access the beta version of GPT-5 because like Altman he's been talking about like GPT-5 for like a long time and never gave
Yeah.
specifics in terms of the release date, but that was how people stumbled upon this and found
Correct.
out that that's going to be released. You know, in terms of like their relationship with like Microsoft, I've heard a lot of things, rumors, and the rumor I heard is that, which is very believable. Uh, Microsoft have a very sophisticated and large legal team, probably the best one in the business, and that whatever the agreements, yeah, the agreements that they have with OpenAI are just ironclad. And that they're struggling to figure out, you know, how to navigate that is what I've been told, which is very believable, right? That, you know, Microsoft gave
Right.
them a lot of money. Microsoft made them sign a bunch of contracts, and there are like lots of stipulations and restrictions and all, and like I can't even imagine actually to some degree like what kind of stuff is in there. And I think it's like in some ways like holding OpenAI back from
Yeah.
perhaps releasing things as fast as they would like, you know, that kind of thing.
Right. And it also it's kind of weird, right? Like OpenAI is a nonprofit. They try to go profit. Microsoft is obviously a pro profit organization. So like the whole thing is unknown. And what I'm also like kind of looking forward to is just benchmarking GPT-5 against, let's say, Grok 3 and also GPT 4.5, just to see the improvement. I will love to see if it's as sophisticated as some of the initial reports are. Um, we don't know. If it flatlines, I'm actually kind of wondering if there is any more improvements to be had.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my personal experience with like ChatGPT right
Yeah,
now is that it's getting worse at like writing.
very
Like I
true.
used to be able to
Yep.
use it as a writing
Yep.
assistant, and now I think it's quite terrible. Like was I talking to you about this? Like it wrote something for me recently that said there are several reasons for this, and then it had one reason. And I was like, that's not several. And then it fixed it and was like, oh, here it is. And it had three reasons. Like, technically three is not several either. Like, I feel like the writing ability is declining because they're focusing more on search and they're trying to be a replacement for Google. So when I use it to do things
Right.
that I used to do with Google, I feel like it does
Right.
them better, but not always. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't. So like it's really interesting because like with all of the LLMs, you have to give it a lot of instructions in terms of drawing bounding boxes. So if you're doing writing even, you can't get it to do creative writing. You have to be like, okay, here are the parameters, don't go outside of it. Follow these templates. Then it will do a really good job. But like it's not there, you can just give it a prompt as in like, write a 500-word essay on this topic and make it enticing enough that people will read the whole thing. It's not possible. Like it's just very, very bad at being creative.
I feel like some of the search stuff too, like in some ways it's a poor replacement for Google. Like if I try to like look up a restaurant or like the
Yeah,
maps thing, I find bugs in it and stuff too, where like the maps don't
right.
work correctly. Uh, it's got some issues there. But I think that if I was the search team or the team at ChatGPT, like that's what I would do. Be like benchmarking popular searches and then trying to improve the UI there. And I think that that's where Google
Right.
finally like, or maybe it's even like I always thought this was the genius of Google was that they were very good, or they used to be good, I think, at understanding like what popular searches were and what people's intent was and optimizing for that. They stopped at some point like worrying about like tracking all this information and having these like really deep deep research, like all these things that they used to do. They realized that people use it for a couple of things, and if they were really good at that, that's what really mattered. And I always thought that was their competitive advantage. They had a lot of data on what people search, because once you know like what people are searching for and what that search means, you can optimize the user experience for that. And there's probably not like an infinite amount that matter.
I see.
There's only like, they look for a restaurant, they're trying to find a plane ticket, they're like looking for a SaaS software solution for spamming people, whatever it is, right? Like it's very clear like what people are trying to do, and so they just need to optimize for that. So I think OpenAI has already stumbled into that. That like they just need to make sure the tool does the things that like most people do.
I see.
And not a lot of people are using it to write. Claude's already got that market, and like they don't care if like there's 1,000, 2,000 marketing nerds who want to use that as a writing assistant.
Right. So they're trying to figure out where their niche is, give people what they want.
I don't even know if it's a niche. I think it's like they're looking for the biggest market possible. And so, like, my understanding was that on Google, in terms of monetization and like and paid, travel was the biggest segment.
Interesting. Got it.
That's the overwhelming majority of like ad spend. So any search related to travel was what generated the most amount of money at Google, right? So I think like ChatGPT has clearly gone down that path of like, how can we win at search? And they'll have to monetize it through ads in just the same way that Google did. So if I was them, I'd be optimizing for like the types of searches that are the most monetizable for them, which would be commerce, travel, right? There's a few categories where there's a lot of people searching, and you can charge not just the most, but you could charge the widest amount or largest number of people. It's like there's a lot of people who sell shoes. There's a lot of people who sell plane tickets. There's a lot of people who sell hotels, right?
Travel plans.
Other categories like just aren't as big in terms of like the TAM. Yeah, I think that's exactly where they're going.
The last point for me on that point is I wonder if they can do it just because the nature of LLM makes things up. If you make up like a hotel name, that would be pretty annoying.
It's a great question. I mean, I feel like it's, at least remember when you used to hallucinate all the time, like stuff was just made up left and right. It was really bad. I don't feel like I catch it with that type of thing anymore. It's pretty good at like finding sources, and I'm trying to remember the last time where it like really hallucinated really in a way that was really critical, where I was surprised. It'll make up URLs still. Have you found that?
Absolutely. Yeah. If
that one's always strange to me. It makes up links. It's like the link doesn't exist, but it's like, this was just a link just in case you might have wanted a link, but I didn't find it.
100%, right? Like it's like early Wikipedia days where people give you citations and you look at the citations. It's just like some guy's block.
It's like fake. Yeah, exactly.
So like LLMs is kind of doing that right now. They would just make up citations. So like researchers are quoting fake citations generated by ChatGPT in their own paper.
Right.
So like fundamentally that still hasn't gone away, and it could surface.
That's a whole other discussion.
But like the consumer facing consequences, they make up a destination, or they make up a bus schedule or bus route that doesn't exist.
We'll see how they. I mean, I feel like they've gotten better at it, but I remember there's an interview with Sundar, like the first 60 minutes thing he did on AI, and he was pretty clear that they can't solve for all of them. He's like they can't be eliminated, but they can be like, they can reduce them and they can manage them, but there's always this like small percentage of things that'll hallucinate, which I think is really bad for a lot of categories. A lot of people have said this, right? Like there's a lot of things that need to be perfect. And like if Gen AI can never do that, then like it can't really take over those categories.
Shall we Move on.
Yeah, what's next? Oh, okay, cool. Genetic engineering.
Would you want to talk about this one?
Oh my God. Yeah, this is cool. So I think like people have talked about this for a long time, that the Gates Foundation and other people were doing experiments on how to like reduce the spread of malaria, right? Because like I don't know if you're aware of this. Yeah. I heard the continent of Africa, they estimate that malaria costs them 1% of GDP in every country. Like it's that bad.
Right.
Malaria is like a significant problem and very difficult to solve. And so there's been lots of like experiments about what can they do to like alter mosquitoes and genetically engineer them and stuff. And so it looks like they've succeeded at like not only creating mosquitoes that don't transmit malaria, but those mosquitoes are can have children, or they can spawn other mosquitoes that don't spread malaria, right? Yeah, so pretty significant, let's call it innovation. And I'm sure there's people freaking out about like us genetically manipulating the environment. But I think this is overall a positive thing. You know, I went to a talk a long time ago with like, I can't remember who it was, with a genetic scientist, and he had a lot of examples of like genetic manipulation that like humans have done over time. And he showed like sheep, and he showed like cows, like other animals, and he's like, we didn't have any testing or any studies. Like he's like, and a sheep is just a freak of nature. Like if you don't cut the wool off of it, like
they'll just keep going.
Can't survive. Yeah, he was making like a very interesting pro genetic engineering argument, which I'd never heard, and I thought was quite interesting. Like there's lots of things in the environment that we've manipulated. And so I know, I think this is overall a positive thing.
Yeah. Like nobody likes mosquitoes. They're completely useless.
Well, I guess they still sting you. They just don't give you malaria.
Sure. Can we just kill them in general? Just why keep them around?
I don't actually know enough. Like, do mosquitoes have a place in the ecosystem? Like, are they required for plants? Or I'm not an expert on this space.
I think they're literally one of the only things.
I don't know. Well, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, they're food sources for animals, I suppose. But
there's animals that eat them. Yeah.
But other than that, they're useless. I mean, the birds can find something else to eat on.
All right.
Good topic.
Well, I at a high level, I'm pro genetic engineering, I suppose.
Love it. Famous last words.
Really great. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Oh man. All right, we got one more news item.
I enjoyed this one. We'll see.
Has anyone figured this out yet? So like Elon posted that he's going to bring back Vine in AI form. What's really funny is if you read this thread, everybody's like, right, what does it mean? Because like Twitter supports a video and has for a while now. And that was one of the innovations that he brought to the platform, right? It was allowed longer videos. They had a video stream, a bunch of things. And now he's like, bring back Vine. And everyone's like, well, what does bringing back Vine mean? Were you a fan of Vine?
I never used Vine.
Is it like 10 years old? It's before your time.
No, I don't know. I just didn't pay attention to social media during that sequence of that period.
I mean, I feel like, was it more than 10 years ago? It's old.
Yes. Vine launched in 2013.
Yeah, so 11 years. Because I remember I wasn't like a huge fan of it, but I do remember that like there were some influencers and people that were really popular on Vine, and there was some really there was some that was the name of the company. There was a very interesting startup that was doing influencer marketing they were called niche.com, which I thought was like an awesome name. And they were big on partnerships for Vine influencers. I don't really know. What would the AI version be? Like it makes slop for you or something? Like I'm not.
AI version.
It didn't Vine have like very limited format? Like it was only a few minutes or a few seconds. It was like 30. It was something strange, like 37 seconds.
Maybe he means you know, with the Grok 3, you can create avatars. So potentially that. Have you played around with Grok?
So you think
the new avatars?
I haven't played the avatar thing at all on Grok.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. It's
Is it like HeyGen? Like you can create an avatar and make it talk and stuff?
Exactly.
Why would I want that?
Because you can make it say things.
I'm not sure I get it. Like, I don't know, maybe like young people, like I see all that augmented stuff and I feel really old. Like I'm not really sure like why I would
why you would use it. People have been playing around with it, right? Like when it was launched, there was a lot of people playing around with the avatar on X, but it kind of quickly died down. If they launch more and more avatars, then potentially it could be a thing.
I liked the Ghibli thing. I thought that was fun.
Right. So now make it into a video format, I suppose.
The other thing we should touch on is like, I don't know about you, but my experience on like X is not quite what it used to be. I even like this week is the first time where like my kind of focus flipped from X to LinkedIn. I always supported both, and I had an audience of both, but I much preferred X. So the content was more fun. I enjoyed the people on there. It was funnier. It just was like it was just a better fit for like who I am. And this week is the first time where I had a post that I did on both platforms. On LinkedIn, it went like viral. Like I had 25,000 views or something. And on X, I had like a couple hundred. Like it didn't even break 1,000.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think X is pushing you towards more video content. We've been saying this for a long time, but it is starting to actually become a thing. So like people like Cluely, they're doing X right. That's what the algorithm wants.
I don't watch those Cluely videos at all. Aren't those just reposted from TikTok anyway?
Yeah. So like reposting from TikTok. Really? Exactly. Yeah. So like if you, I watched a few interviews the Cluely founder kind of went on.
Oh yeah.
Excuse me. I think he's thinking about it exactly right. Which is if you look at all the social media platforms, they're just locksteps with each other, just slightly behind one of the other. So like I think Instagram tries to become TikTok, X is trying to become Instagram, LinkedIn's trying to become X, right? So really we're just moving from one platform to the other because we just want the platform that we like. So like I'm on X because I don't like Instagram and TikTok. But now X is trying to become Instagram. And we're always being pushed to find what the next thing is.
I think well, that's exactly what I felt about LinkedIn was like I noticed like last 3 months it becoming more like X. Like I would post jokes and memes and things I would post on X. And then people on like LinkedIn got it. Like where before, like he wouldn't get any traction or people just didn't understand. They're like, what is this meme? Like what is this comedy and humor? I don't understand this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they're like totally perplexed by it. They're like, what is this? And now it's like the content on there is basically X for me.
Correct.
Like my feed, all the people I chat with, it's all people I used to comment with on even say I posted something about like RIP X, and then some people who'd been like longtime followers on X, he found me on LinkedIn and I sent him a message like, hey, follow me here. Like, this is where it's all headed, right? Like, it's unfortunate. Like, I loved X, but like, dude, Elon has destroyed the platform.
I don't know. I honestly think it's not just him. It's just the nature of social media right now. Because everybody's so obsessed with grabbing impressions. So naturally, if you just see the same thing over and over again, you're not going to appreciate it and you're not going to engage with it as much. So like naturally the algorithm pushes you.
I totally disagree. Elon ruined it because I'll tell you what he did. That my opinion, like the thing that I think he totally misjudged and still like doesn't understand was like going from advertising to paid. A giant mistake. The paid platform is a disaster. It incentivizes garbage content. The way the payouts work, and incentivizes people to post like slop. It costs a ton of money. I pay like $40 a month for X. I'm not really sure like what the value of it is to pay
Right.
that much. And in the process of doing that, he also like scared away all the advertisers, like right or wrong or whatever. It doesn't matter. The reality is that like he told them to go F themselves like live, like just not smart in terms of
Bad
like,
PR.
if you want people to buy advertising from you, that's not it's not the way to do it. And I've made this joke many times, but like, it's very clear to me that like for Elon, running a social network and like getting advertising is clearly rocket science. Like it's hard. And he has not cracked the code. Like there's nothing to indicate either to that, that it's getting better or improving, or that they've done anything in terms of like improving the ad aspect and monetizing through advertising. Linda is gone, right? Like it's a total failure. And then like everyone always said was that the paid version, they can't make enough money doing that. Like you're never going to get enough people to sign up. There's not enough value in it. Like they're charging like these I think astronomical rates for what? Like I don't know. A few other pet peeves. The rollout of the like X chat is so botched. Like it only works on my phone. It's like 10 years too late. I'm totally frustrated with the like chat.
Yeah. It still doesn't work. Well, like
it's total
disaster. Spaces is still in and out.
We used to do X space. We quit because like it didn't work very well. So like I can't rely on this thing for anything. Like totally frustrated. Like so many people over the years have been with like X in general as a platform. Like it's got a lot of love and it's very special. But like it just constantly, for whatever reason, like it seems to always shoot itself in the foot no matter who is running X. It's had a lot of CEOs, right? So maybe Elon can't take all of the blame. It's like a haunted house. Like there's just ghosts lurking around that platform that always seem to seem to win.
I can see that. Right. It's an old platform. I'm sure as a developer, you're touching on legacy code left and right. Okay. I can see some of your points.
It's sad though. I liked it, but I like this week was like I think I'm officially done. Like I'll still go on there and people I chat with and I get value out of it, but it's just not
where
a big priority.
So besides LinkedIn, where else can people find you?
That's a really good question. I was actually thinking about that today because someone one of my group chats was like, "Oh, all the kids are on Threads now," and I was like, "Oh, do I really have to go to Threads?" Like, I thought about checking it out, and like, I'm really not into like Instagram text version. Like, it does not appeal to me at all. But I might take a look, and like, if there's some interesting stuff in there. But I'm not. The moment is perfect for someone to launch something new and cool and different. If someone could come out with something interesting, maybe Naval can reboot his AirChat thing, or maybe AirChat needs more text-based features. Like if they had a combo of spoken and text, I think like I guess that's my recommendation is like somebody come out with something new and cool. I thought Naval's awesome. I thought AirChat was super interesting. I thought the like focus on audio was
it's a little bit too much.
And if they could dial it back somehow so it had like text and audio, it might win. I think if they just maybe make some adjustments to the user experience, they might be able to nail it. And people are looking for an alternative.
Yeah, there are, there's Blue Sky. There's I recently got onto Farcaster as well. There's some.
I haven't even heard of that one. What's Farcaster? So I was on Blue Sky, a disaster. Like I didn't like it.
A disaster. There's Farcaster, which is
Farcaster.
It's basically X for crypto people, let's say. But now it's evolved into a social media.
Is it all the same it looks just like Blue Sky.
They're all the same. Yeah, I believe so. This is not on Mastodon or whatever the thing is.
Dude, that orange just tripped me out. That was cool. Being mesmerized.
Good morning,
hypnotized.
Orange fam. So like
Farcaster.
Maybe.
I don't know if I'm into this. Like, I don't like these ones that just duplicate X because like they don't have all the features. And I do like, or I did like the video. There's some things on the X I was using a lot and I thought were cool. That's what I went on the Blue Sky and I'm like, there's no scheduling. There's like text limitations. There's a bunch of people on there who report everybody. And like, there's all these tattletales and it's not a great place for me to hang out.
Yeah,
like,
that immediately that sounds bad.
Yeah, I did not like any of that. That's why like, I thought air chat was cool. Like someone's got to do something new. And then if Naval can be like the face of it and do something cool, I think people will get behind it.
I will 100%.
Right?
If Naval threw his brand behind it more, not just like a casual user or like a power user, just throw his entire brand behind it, I could be convinced. I could be convinced to jump on.
Yeah, I think it just needed more text somehow, or maybe I can't remember at this point. If you could like, because what would be useful is if I could record it with my voice and then it made it text, and it was like text to voice as like a primary user experience or use case, and that you could read the text, because the audio thing was odd. Like I couldn't use audio at my desk, like when I'm working, and that's where my primary usage of a lot of these things is like when I'm at my office and my desk, and like I can listen to some audio, but reading is more efficient. But like speaking into it and doing the input that way might be really valuable and like time saver for people. I think you have to enable both, but I don't know.
We'll see.
Do you go on Discord at all anymore?
No. That's
the other one.
Yeah, that's another platform that they don't know what they're doing. They raised a ton of money. They tried different things. I think the founding team or the exec team tried different things, or they're at rift with their investors, and the software is not usable.
I don't like that it's all through an application. It's not a web-based tool. And then I go in there and I got to download a bunch of stuff. And every time I log in, there's like 35 new features popping up and everything. It's like the worst SaaS website experience of like, do you want to buy this? Do you want to sign up for a newsletter? Did you click here? You're like, oh my God, slow down. Like I can't get oriented.
It's telling you to
I found it really difficult to use.
Right.
So one idea I had this morning was like, I might put more effort into Reddit.
Interesting. Okay. How so?
So I have my own community on there, and I would post in there, like kind of like the way I posted on LinkedIn or Twitter, like a blog almost. So I was like, I could do more there. I don't think it's a popular way to use Reddit, but I thought it might work for me, because like people aren't as big on building their own personal communities and personal brands on Reddit, but you can have your own community. There's nothing stopping you from creating your own community and like using it that way, which is kind of cool about that tool. Like it's very flexible. You can do a lot with it. So I had a Vibe Your SaaS community, and I was like, I could just post on there as Gregory all the time, like I would do on any other channel. I started to get some traction and had some people like follow me and stuff. So that was one idea I had, was like do more on Reddit. Although I don't know if I can handle like the people on there too. Like, oh, that's one of our, that's a great segue into our
Reddit thread?
Into our Reddit threads of the week, where we doom scroll Reddit so you don't have to. This title is so good. Low karma equals low life. How do you escape Reddit noob jail? It's like the perfect transition for what we're talking about, right? Like, so yeah, this guy's talking about, let me read some of this. Hey folks, so I recently joined Reddit thinking I could finally ask smart questions and join cool convos. Plot twist, I can't do stuff because my karma is somewhere between 0 and don't even try. Half the subreddits are like VIP clubs, and I'm the guy in flip-flops at the door. I get that it's to stop spam, but come on. How are you supposed to start if you can't start? Any clever but legit ways to get past this low karma purgatory? I don't mind working for it, but farming upvote on cat picks wasn't exactly part of the plan. Appreciate any survival. Dude, the way this is written, I'm jealous.
That was so good.
Good. Like, fantastic. And like his point is well taken.
I love the top comment here. Take my upvote, fellow internet citizen, and good luck. This is quintessential Reddit.
It's so good. Oh, and this one's good too. Farming on cat picks works.
But
so that's exactly my problem too. I guess I have enough karma. I can kind of post places and stuff, but the Reddit environment, there's not enough people like this guy posting fun and awesome stuff. Maybe I should go and create a club with this guy.
Absolutely. Like, we need more human people like this, right? So I think like people give up on Reddit way too fast because, the number one mistake I think people make is they go onto Reddit with a brand new account and start trying to give advice to people. Because like nobody knows who you are, right? You're an anonymous account. So like, be funny, show people that you're human, build some trust, or just like shitpost. So like, spend 80% of your time just shitposting. So cat memes, right? Post cat memes, tell people that you're a human, convince people that you're not a bot, and then start doing other things.
It's too much work though. The guy's right that where the big conversations are happening and a lot of the action and a lot of the interesting stuff, like they make it very, very difficult for you to go and participate. Or like on X or LinkedIn, you could just chime in, add your comment.
Correct.
And like maybe people like it or maybe they don't, right? But on Reddit, it's not like that at all. Like it definitely has this feel where you're like being excluded from the conversations and it's hard to participate. And they've made the bar really high, supposedly to stop spam. But some of it is like this like lords and peasant model, similar to like what X used to have, right? With the blue check marks, they all got their content prioritized. Other people didn't. It's got a very similar dynamic to like the old Twitter.
Yeah, I mean,
Reddit.
like, so how is that any different from any other social media platforms that requires a follower account? So like,
well, on X you could just post now, or on LinkedIn you can post.
I understand, but nobody will see your content.
Rules,
right? Like, the good thing about the difference about Reddit is that if you're allowed to post, there's a likelihood that your content, as long as it's good or rage baiting, it'll be seen by hundreds of thousands of people. Like,
you think you have a higher likelihood to get visibility?
Of course, there's no algorithm guarding your content, right? Like, I can write, for example, inside of this growth hacking subreddit, I can write a post that says, I grew my SaaS to $2 million a year, regardless if it's true. As long as I can figure out a hook that works, you can get visibility. You can get hundreds of thousands of views.
But the feed is algorithmic on I guess you can like go to different. You can have different settings.
You mean like the home feed? Yeah, right. So like, yes, this feed, there are some algorithms involved, but if you're going into a subreddit, it's literally, you can rank it by the top post, right? And the top post is just based on how people are uploading and downloading your content.
All right, so we'll see if I feel like it. I mean, I got the Reddit app too on my phone. It's like it's not that mobile first in terms of a user experience, but I haven't decided yet. I might spend some more time trying to like figure out how to use Reddit. All right, should we move on?
My last point is, don't be a noob. Just level up.
Post on, just upvote cat pics and go for it. Yeah.
AI marketing.
All right. So this was super interesting. There's a company called B that has this wearable that was acquired by Amazon this week. There's some other people doing some interesting things in the wearable space, but I brought this up because like I still think wearables have a lot of potential and they're underexplored. And I think this B one, if you at least read the marketing and believe what they say here, is like a next generation device that's doing some pretty interesting things. It reminds me of like what I think, or I guess like the acquisition to some degree. I think it's where they want Alexa to go. So wearables traditionally would record heart rate data, number of steps you've taken, like some kind of basic metrics.
some kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Like just kind of normal stuff, like getting kind of focused on like kind of health and lifestyle. This one records everything you say and then starts using that data to create like profiles and give you advice and try to understand like different dimensions beyond just kind of like the basic kind of health and fitness type of information and prior and I guess like recommendations that like Fitbit or those other things we're doing, right? So yeah, when I read this, I was like, this is really interesting. And I can see how like the goal would be to incorporate this into something like Alexa, and then it started to understand your mood and know more about your personality. And I've seen other people with types of technology and platforms out there that are using different inputs, whether they're like a wearable or other types of ways to get data from you to help provide like feedback and support when it comes like mental health, wellness. Like I can see the like area where people are like really afraid of this stuff, but I also see the value proposition and the benefits of these types of things, right? And we know that mental health is a big problem right now. Like there's a lot of unhappy people, right? And so if these types of like tools and devices could provide some benefit, I think
I think it's very cool. I mean,
go to that one in yellow. Scroll back up. Below the middle one. See what if you scroll down, it says like B turns your moments into meaning. It's really interesting. Like it took me a minute to understand like what this thing, or at least the vision of this device, because like, and the reason I'm pushing this point is like, I was actually a big fan of the Humane AI pin. I thought that was cool too. Voice activated AI device. A lot of people roasted them on Twitter or whatever, and they deserve some of the like feedback, I suppose. But they were going more of like, it's very Apple. They're very interface focused. They had that like laser pointer interface that like comically I think would be very difficult to use, even though it's like quite innovative. I don't know if it's efficient. But this thing is trying to go in a different direction where it listens to everything and then uses that information to like build profiles, make recommendations, which like, as far as I knew, wasn't like part of the roadmap for the Humane IM product. The product wasn't trying to like listen to you and then provide advice and feedback and get to know you based on like, you know, what you say. Uh-oh, did your dude, I don't hear you.
Yeah,
you're
it's on mute.
there you go.
Do you think we're ready for something like this that just watches you 24/7? I suppose people do wear Apple Watches that has the same effect, Fitbit.
Yeah, I mean, so the Apple Watch absolutely has this technology. As far as I know, there's no product or feature that does this though, like what they're doing. But the Apple Watch could easily like launch some type of application that's like mood enhancer or something, and it knows like, oh, you feel I like at least my vision. This is like, oh, you know, based on stuff I've heard, you know, you've heard you talking about today, like you seem like you're a little down. Like, would you like me to like play some cheery music for you, or would you like to go get a coffee, Gregory? Well, of course.
That's so okay. I'll tell you what my concern is, right? Especially with the Amazon acquisition. I know that Amazon's like Apple is probably going to get into healthcare. Of course, they all want to.
Well, Amazon owns One Medical already.
Right. So their healthcare is the next frontier for all of these big techs. What with all of these wearables, at least with Apple, I can't immediately think of 20 million things that they can sell me. With Amazon, my biggest concern is, okay, if I wear this device, it's owned by Amazon. What if it starts to subliminally try to sell me a whole bunch of random products? And now, like, in my brain, I'm thinking things like, do I want that? Well,
That's totally part of the
of course, I
plan.
know that's the plan. But do I
Yeah.
want that? Do I trust
I mean,
them,
like,
and do I
I
trust
don't know.
myself?
No, it's a great point. I don't know if I'm like, I have a very, I'm trying to think of it exactly, a very like kind of, I think these things are inevitable. I think that the progress of technology just will happen, and that
Right.
we don't have a lot of choice. Some people find this like philosophy uncomfortable, but I think people aren't just being honest and realistic about things. Like, and like, I'm not sure that we have any choice in any of this. I think these things are like to some degree predestined to happen. So this thing's emerging. We've had all the technology to do these kinds of things to some degree already. We're going to build out this massive AI infrastructure with like server capacity to process all this stuff. Like, it's just going to happen, and we need to figure out a ways to like manage it, maybe regulate it, live with it. But I don't see any way to
Wow.
stop it.
I don't know what I think about that take, but yeah.
So I'll share
Yeah.
this with you. Like, this was on a Joe Rogan, I think. They were having this chat about this, like, the purpose of civilization, and I don't know. I think about these things all the time. So I think that like perhaps this was our destiny, was to like create AI and all these
Right.
tools, and like maybe a machine civilization is supposed to emerge out of us, right? And like, we don't know the master plan. Like that was like what our destiny was, right? That like would give birth to this like machine civilization at some point in the future, right? Like I don't think like super intelligence, that stuff's going to happen in 5 years, 10 years, but I do think in 1,000 years, AI civilizations are not just possible, they're inevitable.
Right.
That there'll be like machines that create other machines, and they have their own economies and all that kind of crazy sci-fi stuff. Like based on the technology of today, like, yeah, for sure. Like, it's going to happen. I don't think it'll happen in our lifetime. I think people are like way optimistic in terms of the
Right.
timeline. But sometimes I think like maybe that was our destiny. Like we were that we're like, that's evolution. Like we were supposed to create these things. And that's why I don't know if we have a choice, right? I think we have to figure out ways to like live with these things. And the simplest way to define this is like, even if we regulate the United States, like they'll do in other countries, right? Like these things are very difficult to control,
I see.
right? That's why I think it's about like building smart solutions and tools and ways to like to mitigate and manage them than like outright ban them.
I see. So we have to kind of like coexist. We have to adopt.
That's what I think.
We'll see. And then potentially buy more Amazon goods.
The healthcare I don't know. Like, I mean, there's optimistic views, right? That like it could be really helpful. I've seen this with people where the heart rate monitors and stuff were very beneficial,
Yes.
because like we have a lot of information about how people. So, I think all these things have like they have two sides to the equation, and there's always going to be unforeseen consequences on both sides, positive and negative.
Fair enough. Shall we talk about some of the other goods? Or
do you want to do the other? There's the glasses too, right?
Let's get to the glasses one. I like the topic.
Yeah, the wearable space is cool. There's been a lot of. Do you want to play? Do you want to play the video quickly? Yeah, this is cool. I think like, the Meta Ray-Bans and Google Glass, and it fits into the whole wearable topic that they've that people have been developing these types of things for a while. And you and I were talking about this because we both wear glasses, right? So these ones look like normal glasses, and I could totally see myself wearing these things, right? And so I think like adoption of these things is definitely coming. Once the tools get lightweight enough and the battery life.
The
I think
battery
it's the
life
other
is
issue with
yeah,
these things. Yeah, if you got to recharge them all the time, it's
yeah,
kind of a pain. But you keep seeing like new versions of them, like, and these ones like look, if you think glasses look cool, they look cool, right? They just look like regular
yeah.
glasses. But the benefits are very clear. Like they're showing some kind of funny, gambling use
Right.
cases, right? But I see like translation and like all kinds of things that could be like really, really useful. Instead of like all these kind of, I don't know, kind of juvenile, like the Cluely one or this one, right? Cheating on gambling or cheating on a date or something. Those use cases, I suppose, like they drive a lot of engagement on TikTok
Right.
and stuff. But translation or using it in a meeting, like the business use cases, I think seem really powerful and beneficial, and I see them being popular.
I think we're almost ready. So like I've been kind of exploring this as a shitpost on Reddit. And this is so like I've kind of posted about this on Reddit as well, where it says I wear Meta Glass at a trade show and went surprisingly well, just to like get people's opinion on floating.
Yeah, the business use case I
Yeah.
think are really good.
But like, like these comments are the best.
Nice try, suck. That's pretty good.
So like I think we're almost there.
That one's great. Yeah, I think like use that trade show. Like that's what I think. I think the business use cases are actually quite. There's clear
Yeah.
benefit, and business users will pay for them, right? Like I don't know, a couple
Yeah.
$100 for these things. Like it's not expensive for the average
100%.
business user. And if they just look like normal glasses,
Normal
yeah, it's
glasses,
fine.
and I mean, people are always going to complain about privacy, but I think eventually that has to be resolved.
Well, like some people are really against the filming, right? Against your
Consensus.
without your
Yeah, right.
permission. Like a lot of those glasses,
Permission.
yeah. And then like if you're at a dinner, so I see the privacy side of this stuff, but I just go back to my like, I don't really know how I don't know how we like manage it other than like we have to just like learn to live with it.
Yeah.
And so like maybe you have a no wearable dinner rule, or maybe I don't know why there's not technology that like you could turn on a little box and it would like stop all of this stuff from working. Like just turn off the Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah. So like you can't at public events because pacemakers use like the same technology.
Yeah, and there's rules and stuff too, but it'd be cool to have like maybe some engineer can solve it. I'd love to have like a device in my house where I turn this thing on, you come to my house, like none of this stuff works.
Oh, interesting. I mean, you could, yeah,
Right? Like and you could market like a restaurant or something like that. I mean, this sounds like a very first world problem, right? Like I'm a rich celebrity and I don't want people filming me at dinner,
Yeah.
right? Like, but
people do that,
like
right? Like people like especially at comedy or shows, people ask you to surrender your phone at the
your phone.
door.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is a thing.
Yeah, so it's not it's a total thing, right? And so it'd be cool if someone could like solve for that. But I think the reality is like we already have to live with like phones filming everything. I mean, that was our meme last week with the Coldplay concert and the people who were like having an affair and got on not just got on camera at the show, but got on camera around the world. Right. So we just have to figure out how to live with this stuff.
I think
all right, let's move on.
We've
really beat this one to death.
Totally did. But
okay.
I think we're at the memes.
Oh, dude, what a week.
Want to talk you want to give a tribute to the Oz?
Of course I do. Ozzy Osbourne. Of course, like I loved Ozzy as a kid, always a huge fan of Black Sabbath and all his albums as solo career. But I think what's excellent about Ozzy was when he produced the Osbournes on MTV. They did like a reality show about his family. Yeah. And I would credit him with like popularizing the reality
100%.
genre.
Yep.
Did you ever watch that show?
So yeah, that's how I knew of him. I didn't really listen to a lot of Black Sabbath, but I know him through that show.
Yeah, and because what was cool was like, you know, he's known as like the Prince of
That's right.
Darkness and all this like scary
Yep.
heavy metal stuff. And then the show just painted him
A
as like
normal,
this like,
regular.
kind of lovable father, which made the whole premise of the show was kind of very funny. Like they're like this weird heavy metal family, but they're actually quite kind of fun
Down to
and they're
earth.
just like every other
Right.
family. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. A huge fan. And I think they really like invented
Reality.
the reality
100%.
genre.
They were the
Yeah.
pioneers. Someone else this week.
Oh my God. Yeah, what a week, huh? Hulk Hogan passed away. There's some funny Hulk Hogan clips as well that I was watching today. I wasn't a huge fan of professional wrestling personally. My cousins were, and we used to like
Nice.
kind of pretend to wrestle when I was a kid, but it wasn't a huge thing for me. But I do think he's like a well-known icon. And then the whole like Peter Thiel Gawker
Right.
lawsuit, right? Hulk Hogan played his part in the Gawker takedown.
Yep. So he has some tech infamy related.
Tech infamy. Yeah, I think that's a good term.
And then the actual memes of this week.
Oh my God, is this
wait, this is a different one?
This
but
is
there's multiple.
Well, all I know is like I'm a fan of all these Sydney Sweeney memes. I think these things are hilarious. I think the one working at Intel is my favorite.
This is just
at least favorite of the week.
So good. It's just hilarious. It's like every time I see your picture, of course I'm gonna click on it. Like, that's not even a debate. So it's just
this one cracks me up.
It's just like the perfect engagement bait on social media.
Oh, this is what was really funny, right? Part of its turnaround partner is Sydney Sweeney. This is a Trung fan, right? Yeah, dude, he's funny. I hadn't seen the other. What's the other one with her?
Just kind of like this is a CEO of Chatbase, and he's just memeing.
Oh, he's just like jumping on the trend.
Jumping on the trend. As in, you know, this tweet is actually pretty hilarious too. He ran every possible scenario. In none of them I get to 100 AR without becoming this.
Without becoming this.
I thought that's hilarious.
I did a Sydney Sweeney action figure when that was really popular with the AI action figures. Yeah, I made a Sydney Sweeney action figure for nerds because I figured every nerd would want that in their collection.
Click.
Yeah.
Mandatory click.
This video.
This is amazing, like subtitle too.
Oh man, what a way to go! Sign off the week. Well, that was amazing. Fun.
Lots of good topic every single week.
Yeah, the last thing I'll say is like we have a few people that we know from X who I think would be excellent guests. So if you're interested in joining us, like we'll be doing this every Friday, whether we have a guest or not. It's always fun to chat with my buddy Paul. But yeah, like reach out to us if you're interested in appearing on the live stream, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.